Welcome back to MagnoStudios for another episode of tutorial guides and we'll just say reviews and other modifications. Basically, this is the Center Pneumatic air etching kit that comes from Harbor Freight for what, $26.99. Still sealed in the plastic, as you can see. We're gonna basically try this out on a piece of silver and pretty much go from there and see what results we get or what results we can get. Then we're gonna move on to a still shot in another video, which is 0.2 and 0.5 millimeter steel shot. So I've already set up my booth area here, so we're just gonna put that there for now, right? And then let's crack this bad boy open and see what we got. All right. Let's do magic here. There we go. I make it pretty simple for you to get this out of the case. It's like glued in, Jesus. Alright, so let's open this bad boy up. This should be the standard kit that everyone gets. Gotta love this packaging. I've seen this kit several times online, different review people, and let me tell you, they're all pretty much the same. Doesn't matter who makes them. They all look identical. They all have the same hose, the same regulation pieces, same stuff like that. This one's got a water separator, but I don't need that because I've already got one. And you know, I don't like being redundant, putting the same thing. So we're going to check this out here in a second. Basically, what I'm going to do is open up this regulator, and then we're going to put some of this air compound eraser in there as well. Yeah, we don't need this stand or anything. Alright, 1 second. Just so you guys know, this is actually my, my mobile setup operation that I have going on here. It's actually a very, very, very quiet operation, seeing as though I use the original box that it came in and pretty much modify it by coming out of the box and going. So normally if I'm running this thing, we'll get it to make some noise here so you can hear it with the box open. This is this far away with the box open, and you can tell immediately just doing that, it's a lot quieter. And then the bubble wrap, very quiet operation. And this is actually what it stores in, so when I'm done I just unplug the plug, put all my tools and equipment inside this box, and then just snap the lid closed. Voila, you can take this thing anywhere. Very quiet operation. If you want to know how to make one of these, request it in the next video. Alright, let's get back to what we were doing. Alright, so as we continue on, this is just a really chintzy piece, if you ask my honest opinion. And there's no back plunger, it's just what it is, you know. I don't even know what that's for except for control handle. The tip, it looks like you can remove it. I'm not too sure if that's tungsten carbide or not. We can find that out later on. I'm going to modify it as well. So we're going to open this piece up. Looks like a nice aerator in there, you know, as you can see. So I'm going to take this compound and we'll just use the piece of silver. Open it up nice. So this is about a 40 to 70 grit compound. Very standard compound. Very, what's the word I should say? Fine. So one of the things that I'm going to want to do is put some eye protection on. Also, one of the reasons why I set up this catch system, which is very archaic, but guess what? It works. Alright, so now that that's in there, this is nice and tight. This is your little airflow control valve. I was told to tighten it all the way down, and then 1, 2, 3 small little turns should be sufficient. So I'll turn a little bit more, and then we'll go from there, hooking up the hose with the regulator. Alright, so this is one of those really cool pieces here. I love this, actually. I bet most people wish that they thought about it, but oh, see that? Too far, too much. There we go. Alright, so that being said, this regulator piece is very interesting. It actually came with the pump that I bought. So now let's continue here. Right here we've got just a completely high polished piece of silver, and we're going to see how well this piece here works. Basically it's very shy on the power, so even though it requires about 65 psi to run this thing, and the compressor itself will go up to 65 psi and then shut off. So it's kind of an issue. I got one with a tank, so it's able to literally shut off when it fills up. Now, I was also told that I can take a cover off and change by screwing a different screw the settings on this. So that being said, let's continue this on, but first things first, the iPro. Alright, so let's put our protection glasses on. Nice. Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright, wait, not for you. Oh, for me. Okay. So now that our iPro is on, let's give this a shot, shall we? Ooh, wow. You can see it's definitely edging. Come on, focus there, camera. There we go. It's definitely edging the metal, which is the desired effect that I want, but I need consistency. So let's see if we can get this thing consistent all the way across at the same. Wow. I'm very impressed. This is a non-polished side here, as you can see. And then that's the polished, and then this is the edged. Really, really nice consistent sandblast pattern. Right here, this little discoloration was because I was way too extremely close. So if you keep the same distance, I'm sure if you built a jig, you would have the same consistency all the way around. So this is the ammonium silicate. I think it's ammonium silicate. Let me see, what does it say? Yeah, aluminum oxide. So this is the 40 to 70 grit aluminum oxide. Gave it a fairly decent sandblast, and I'm actually very impressed. Yes, this surface here is completely coated in the compound. I mean, it doesn't matter. Even the wall, I can feel it. It's a very fine, dry powder. I was told you want to use a breath mask as well. I'm going to play with the steel shot in the next video, and what's really cool about the steel shot is I have a collapsible cabinet that also has a electromagnet, so it will catch most of the steel shot as it's being shot out, after use, which is a very interesting concept because nobody has actually done such things. So basically, this is a pretty good review, and I'm pleased with the results, but unfortunately I was told that the aluminum oxide is strictly used for this. The steel shot won't go through the tip, even though I got 0.2 millimeter steel shot and 0.5 millimeter steel shot, and this is a 0.6 millimeter tip. So we're gonna do a little test here and see how that works out, because I'm telling you, steel shot has got a totally different texture. It looks like a micro nano hammer finish. Most people don't know how they do that in a mass scale, and basically they just put them in tumblers and just tumble them. So